Are you a couple where you're struggling with your spouse and an addiction, drug addiction or something like that, pornography addiction? Let me tell you that there's hope. There really is, but it seems hopeless. A lot of times what we're trying to do is we're trying to fix them, except something is going on. There's something wrong, and they're trying to fill a void. They're trying to do something themselves and artificially that really can't be fixed in that way. If it's drugs, sometimes one of the hardest things I've had to do as a helper is actually encourage them. You need to call the cops. You need to actually rat them out. Don't be that one that's protecting them from a consequence that needs to happen to maybe give them that wake-up call. I've heard all sorts of excuses. That's okay. Which side are you going to be on? And that really becomes it. You don't want to be on the side of breaking the law. If it's something like pornography, silence becomes one of the biggest dangers. Let's just kind of live with it and act like it doesn't exist. No, it's not a good idea either. Be vocal, be gentle. There's times to be very firm, but actually help them figure out what's wrong or what's missing and how they can be, how you can be, and how together you can be a solution to actually encourage them to choose different. It really ends up becoming that choice, but sometimes the deeper you're in, that choice is much more difficult and ends up needing someone else to actually step in and actually help. That's where rehabs and other places actually can be very valuable and actually are an incredible tool. Crazy expensive, I know, but it's because it's such a steep hill to climb medically sometimes, but also just that choice. I can't seem to get to that choice. Why? The honest truth is most of our escapes, so drugs and pornography and everything else, work. We wouldn't go there if they didn't work. So we do those things as long as they are working. So the part of the goal is we need to get them broken. We need to not let them work anymore. Is it going to be still a temptation in the future? Yes. Why? Because it worked in the past. So how do I help them get to a point where when the pressures of life happens, they're not going back to old addictions, old habits. They're actually forming new ones and making better choices. The key, things staying out in the light, not being in the darkness, being in silence. Satan loves to mess with us in that space, in the darkness, in silence, in secrecy. We need to expose some of that and actually be change agents for ourselves, but then also our spouse, to be encouraging and develop that team relationship as a husband and wife. My name is Dr. Corey Gilbert. Talk to you soon. Are you interested in diving deeper into understanding about your marriage and growing as a couple and as a family? I have a free Facebook group that I would love to invite you to. It's facebook.com/groups/thehealthymarriage. The Healthy Marriage. In there, we're actually building videos for like this one, teaching conversations. The goal is for you to be able to have a place to actually ask questions, to wrestle and get solid, biblical, healthy, good answers about where you're at and what you're struggling with. So I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll join in the conversation, and I'd love to serve you in that Facebook group. So facebook.com/groups/thehealthymarriage.